Hello everybody, so I've got a new video for you. I don't really have a topic at the moment, but I'm more testing out my audio because the last few videos the audio stunk. I've got some new recording software installed, got my microphone here going, set up right, and that's about it. I figured I might as well just go through a quick little recap on why I started this channel. And one of the main things is there's a lot of people going through mental health problems and a lot of people who don't know how to navigate their way through life, young men especially. And I have decided I want to focus on helping young men and how to navigate their lives because I have made every mistake you can possibly imagine in my life. When I was 18, I was using drugs, partying, went to jail many times, and it took me a long time to get my life together. But when I did, it happened pretty fast as soon as I realized everything I was doing that was wrong and how to go about changing it. One of the main things I did is I realized that everything I thought I knew was wrong, and that's something that's critical in self improvement. If you think you're doing the right thing and things keep going wrong, then you're not doing the right thing. No matter what you've convinced yourself, no matter what you've told yourself, no matter what other people tell you, if you're not progressing in life, if you're not doing better, then you're doing something wrong. And the first thing you need to do is you don't reassess what you're doing wrong because you don't really know. And what you need to do is to start from scratch, clean slate, and go off the assumption that everything you know is wrong and start testing things out from there. How you see, and this goes into everything, how you see the world, how you see other people, what attracts you in a relationship, how you're going about working and getting jobs and getting or not getting promotions, how you behave towards other people and how you see other people. And one of the key things that changed everything for me, that's I can't tell you what to do for your life. Well, I can offer you some advice, but everybody is different. But one critical difference is I stopped blaming other people. You know, it's the government's fault that, I'm not paid enough. My supervisors are out to get me. They don't want me to, what does I used to say all the time? They don't want to promote me because then I'm going to become their competition. No, I was just being a crappy employee. I had the skills, I had the knowledge, I had the intelligence, and all the traits necessary for being successful, but I didn't have the right attitude. It was negative, 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 all about myself. And you can't trust people like that. People who blame other people for everything, that's a big problem, especially when you're working. When things go wrong in work and you're like, oh, it's not my fault. Well, then you can't be relied on to fix it because you're saying that it's somebody else's problem. It's somebody else's fault. It's something somebody else has to do to solve this problem. And when you switch that frame of mind to, you know, this is my problem, this is my fault, even if it's not your fault. If you have a customer who's causing problems and making things difficult, you can say, oh, the customer's doing this and that. You know what? That's not going to change anything. You're not going to make the customer become a great customer all of a sudden by blaming them. What you do is you just suck it up and you fix it. And there's something I like saying a lot is it's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. And that's one thing is I used to always blame the government for a lot of things, for wages being down, for, unemployment being high, for there not being universal health care, for example. And while all these are valid issues, in my opinion, I think we should have you know, some sort of health care, social safety net. I think wages should be higher. But you know what? Blaming the government for me not being paid enough is never going to solve the problem. All it's going to do is make me pissed off, make me annoyed, and make me give up because, when you say, oh, it's the government's fault, it's my job's fault that I'm not paid enough. Well, your job is not going to just start paying you more money just because you want it. The government is not going to raise wages to $25 an hour just because you want it. It's whether it's a good idea or not, it's not going to happen. So what you got to do is you got to, you know, level up your skills, become better. And, is it fair? No. But you know what? Life isn't fair. This is a problem that so many people don't understand. People are like, it's not fair. We shouldn't have to. Yeah, but you know what? We do. This is the reality we're in. And that's what you have to deal with. So, you can complain about it or you can do something about it. And that's the only way your life is going to get better. I've spent 20 years of my life marching for higher wages, marching for better health care. And all it got me was arrested. It got me skin cancer from marching in the sun. It got me, in trouble more than once for, employers and other people finding my political opinions and not liking it and, retaliating. And there is nothing wrong with supporting what you believe in. There is nothing wrong with fighting to make things better. But you have to realize that's not going to be your answer. The government is not going to be the one that saves you. Your job is not going to be the one that saves you. You are. So you got two solutions here, and one of them is sit here and wait for other people to make your life better for you or to do it yourself. And until you do it yourself, you're not going to get anywhere. And so that's all I got to say for today. There's no real topic here, but this is the goal of my channel, to help show people how they can help themselves to do better, regardless of, what factors you have, in your control. I went from homeless, jobless, from nothing to, and I never got too far above that until I started taking things into my own hands and realizing that nobody's going to save me but myself. And that's about it. And it looks like on my camera test, things are looking really white now. I'm all kind of blotchy. I'm going to have to fix my lighting next. But I got my audio working, and that's a good start. Like and subscribe if you made it to the end of this, if there's anybody who did. And that's it. Have a good day. Bye.